Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's comic book review. Continuing along, we have two Avengers titles this week. We have the worst one first, Avengers number 3. No offense, there was like 4 pages of fighting the 4 horsemen, or Apocalypse's 4 horsemen, and then the rest of the comic proceeded to be a complete and utter bullshit fest. Can you remake the time machine so we can go back in time? Yes. And now they're debating who's going back in time, who's not going back in time. That there's trouble here, and some people have to go there. All talking. Look, I'm going to show you guys. Ready? We're going to count the pages of action. Skip this. Skip this. These 2 pages are introing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Explosion. Oh, 12, 13. I'm sorry. Explosion. The end. The rest of the comic, all this, talking, and now we get the background story and lots of posters in the back, talking. Most of it, it looks like most of it's fighting, but that's because the comic is pretty short, and it's a lot of talking during the fighting. I like Avengers. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to continue to buy Avengers, but I'm telling you the truth. If it continues to be just talking, I'm done with hearing a team talk about what they're going to do. Do it. They don't do it, I'm not buying it anymore. For now, I'll stick around with Avengers, but classic Bendis. Bullshitting, no action really. Well, there'll be a lot of bullshitting in the next issue, I'm sure. Once again, my opinion. You guys might like Brian Michael Bendis. I know he has a huge following. Anyway, New Avengers, number 2. 1 issue behind the Avengers. All action here. Luke Cage is possessed by the Eye, and he basically is... The whole New Avengers team is trying to stop him. What a way for the Thing to come back, right? Anyway, come back into the team, I mean. Eventually they get the Doctor Strange and his friend unpossessed by Wolverine, thanks to Wolverine. They get the Eye away from Luke Cage, and big spoiler, Iron Fist is the next person that's possessed. He takes the Eye, and he disappears with it. And then, basically... I love how 2 things are happening in the Marvel Universe at once, because... You'd think that these 2 things would collide. This happens. They forfeit because the Eye is now gone. So, with that, I say New Avengers is a little bit better than Avengers. This has a little bit of talking, and the action was alright. This was all action. This has a storyline, a story that actually kept me interested. Up to you guys, but if I had to say between these 2, if you had to pick one, I love Cap, I love Thor, and I love everybody else, but I enjoyed this a little bit more. Because, no offense, they're going into the future. Once again, time travel. Leaving Marvel, not getting into DC yet. We have 2 comic books really fast from 2 different companies. First one, DarkStalkers. Finally, number 3. Finally. It's been a few months. It's been a nice amount of time since issue 2. Continuing along, love the artwork. DarkStalkers, I would absolutely say pick it up and get cover B's. Cover A is going to be just one big poster. Cover B has all the nice artwork on it, in my opinion. Check it out if you guys are interested. I know Ibuki is still doing her comic book series. Not interested. That's the Street Fighter one. Check it out. Now, on to my guilty pleasure. A lot of you guys are going to be like, but I don't care. I haven't seen this series. It isn't on TV anymore, and it sold out issue 1. And issue 2 sold out. I actually went on a side store to get issue 1 of this. Darkwing Duck, number 2. Originally was going to be a 6-part miniseries. As the little stamp on the comic says, it is now an ongoing. Why? Because issue 1 sold out. Midtown just got a few issue 1s, and guys, if you are interested in getting number 1, run to midtown.com right now. If I would have known, I would have bought it there. Unfortunately, did not know Midtown got it, so I went to a place called Comic Fusion, or FusionComics.com, which is a... Yeah,
it was Comic Fusion.
It was? Either way, type both in. You'll find the store. It's in New Jersey. And they sent me one of the copies they had left of issue 1, which is now sold out, I believe, there. But check it out anyway. I could be wrong. Both issues sold out. For a reason. It's Darkwing Duck. If you were a fan of the cartoon series, pick this up. Nostalgic moments times 1,000. I am the terror that flaps in the night. All I have to say. If you are a Darkwing Duck fan, Old, young, or in between. I don't care that it's Boom Comics. So it's Boom. Darkwing Duck. That's all I have to say. It's amazing. First 2 issues sold out. You love Darkwing Duck, grab that. Worth the money. Worth the money, and it's practically no advertisements in it. That's how good. Okay. Now we're going into DC. Back into the original, top 2. DC Universe Legacies number 3. The Silver Age begins. Superman shows up. The Justice Society is now gone from last issue. Superman shows up, and after Superman shows up and makes his big appearance, which is identical to the Superman 1 movie, all the other superheroes start making appearances. Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, the new Flash, Barry Allen Flash. We're moving into the Silver Age, my friends, and they talk about the Justice League in here. Check it out. We're moving from Golden Age now to Silver Age, working our way through the Silver Age, probably next 2 issues, and then going into the modern times, or Lord knows where we're going into. Check it out, guys. Really good. Giving you a whole rundown of the entire DCU. On to another issue that was disappointing, but I love the artwork because it's Dan Jurgens. Time Masters Vanishing Point number 1 takes place between issue 1 of Batman Return of Bruce Wayne and issue 2. Vanishing Point is now gone. Supernova's in this. Basically now Superman, Green Lantern, Rip and Booster Gold are trapped in time because the Bruce Wayne from the Vanishing Point stole Rip's time sphere. So now they got to travel, forward in time and try to stop Bruce also. So in the end, Rip makes a time, or so, I don't know what he did. He did something on a mountain, and basically they all got teleported to different times. Basically, he got teleported to the past, or sometime in the past, and this is the last page. To be honest with you, the story kind of left me like bored. No offense, it kind of is. It's all about Rip Hunter and telling Superman and Green Lantern that they can't interfere with time because they're in the past, or the pirate times I believe they're in, and they're trapped there. So he's like, you can't interfere with the past. It's more along the lines of they're traveling to find Bruce. They're always going to be one step behind him. You know that. This is 6 issues long. It's going to end maybe 2 months after Batman: The Return of Bruce Wayne. Bruce is going to be back. I know in October there's a huge thing going on with Batman's return to DCU. He better not end up like Steve Rogers. That's all I have to say to that. Better not end up like Steve Rogers. Legion of Superheroes, number 3. Earthman decides he does not want to be a Green Lantern because he activates the Green Lantern ring and is sent to a planet where the ring will not let him leave until he completely fixes the entire planet. Atmosphere, ground, everything. Everything has to be fixed. And in the end he says screw it. He takes off the Green Lantern ring, throws it away, and says, you know what, I'll stick to the Legion. And some boy saves him, but he still has, you can tell he's still holding a grudge against Earthman because of what happened. Legion of Superheroes has not disappointed me yet. I still love Avenger Comics, Legion of Superheroes, but this one's good. It's more along the lines of the Legion of Superheroes as they grow up. Also, Lightning Lad and Saturn Girl are still looking for their kids in this issue. They're still, they get reunited, and now both of them are going to go find their kids. Great issue. Absolutely pick it up. 3 parts already. I'm loving it. I love this series. Paul Levitz really writes a good Legion thing. And with that, we're getting the finger again. Only a few more issues to go. Come back. Part 3. We will get into the Super Comics and the next, well, you'll see. Next part. Catch you guys there.